All right, another news that broke today, and we are marching on with new titles for Dawn of DC. So Dawn of DC is the new big DC initiative for the year, and with new number one comics and new creative teams behind them. Yeah. So we got an announcement for, I believe, 4 titles. Flash, Steel, or rather Steelworks, we're going to talk about that in a moment, Wonder Woman, and Hawkgirl. So we got 4 new titles, and there are some interesting creative teams, and I know one of them is probably going to make everyone go, fuck. But maybe not. Let me go into it. So let's actually start with The Flash. So The Flash is going to have a new creative team of Simon Spurrier. He's the new writer, and Spurrier is interesting because I've read some of his work. He's good. He hasn't written anything that's wowed me yet. So maybe this will do it. And I do like the pitch of what he's doing is that the Flash is going to go in a more like horror route this time, at least for the first story arc. So I'm wondering how that's going to play out. It's cool, and it is cool that Wally is going to be the Flash. That was the bigger draw. Was that it's going to be Wally in this title? Yay! Yay! So I'm really excited for that. I am very excited for that. Following that, I'm going to talk about Hawkgirl and Flash first because it's really fast. But I am going to go into a little more detail on the other 3. So Hawkgirl is going to be interesting because Hawkgirl is getting her solo series, which I don't think she's had in a long time. It's been a hot minute since... it has been a legit hot minute since Shayera has had her own ongoing in a long time. And I do like what they're doing here is that Shayera is packing up and moving to Metropolis to find her own identity. So I do like that now that Hawkgirl's now... although I would like to have seen her in a more different setting rather than just share the limelight with another superhero, live in another city, maybe have her live in... somewhere else in America or even around the world. I would actually was kind of hoping if she was going to get an ongoing, I would say go have her live in Egypt, close to one of her past lives. So that will be, but I'm still fine with Metropolis. I will say though that it is fascinating that they are going to be doing a comic around having her in the same city as Superman. So I wonder if there'll be some crossover there in a Superman event. But we'll see. What's also fascinating is that the villain she's going to be facing in this comic will be dealing with Nth Metal. So that will be fascinating to see of how they go further into Nth Metal after everything with Dark Knight's Metal, if it's still canon. Who knows what... DC, that's the thing. Who knows what the fuck's canon anymore, right? Who the fuck knows what is canon and what's not? So yeah. So that sounds cool. Sorry, it's very late and I'm tired. I'm a little spaced out. So that definitely sounds pretty fun. I also am curious to see what they'll do with Carter. I'm very curious to see what they'll do with Carter and see if they'll have Hawkman and Hawkgirl back together. Sorry if I keep blanking out. I'm tired. Anyway, so Hawkgirl's gonna be fun. Now let's see where the real fun begins with Steelworks. So Steelworks will be a Steel-centric story focusing on John Henry Irons in his next ongoing, and it's not just the fact that that John Henry is getting his own comic. It's the writer that made me go, what? And it is Michael Dorn. That's right, Worf himself, and the voice. Yeah, for those who forgot, Michael Dorn was the voice of Steel in the '90s cartoon, in the Superman '90s cartoon. So that made me go, oh shit! The moment that was announced. So I'm very excited. It sounds like Dorn is going to be putting John Henry Irons in a new setting, almost like an Iron Man setting. So I'm very excited to see where that goes. I don't think Michael Dorn has written comics at all, so I'm very curious to see what he's going to do. I mean, Worf is writing comics, guys! Or, if you prefer, Battle Beast is writing comics. Or, you know, take your pick on, hell, the Centurions from Duck Dodgers are writing comics, because he voiced all of them. So you got that. And, of course, last but certainly not least, we have another big announcement with Wonder Woman. The Princess of the Amazons has a very interesting writer behind it, and that is Tom King. And I know immediately everyone just went, ugh, because Tom King as a writer has a very reactionary response for multiple reasons. Obviously, Heroes in Crisis I didn't like, but for the and I think his run on Batman went way too long. It went way too long for a for anything like that. Just it went pretty sideways pretty fast after. I would say after War of Jokes and Riddles. That's when everything went downhill after that. And even then I know that was tenuous, but I personally liked War of Jokes and Riddles. That's just me. But yeah. So while I am interested in the idea of Tom King writing Wonder Woman, which I'm very excited about because I do like Tom King when you give him the right projects, because that dude works best when it's like 12 ish. If he's doing like a 12 issues max. He is not like I will as much as I like Tom King's work, and I've been really enjoying a lot of his work. I will be the first to say, yeah, I think he's better when he's not writing too long a book. So yeah, as long as he's not doing like, if you give him at least 12, the first 12 issues will be great. The next story arc following that will be decent, and then we'll see what happens after that. But yeah, so as one of Tom King's defenders, I will be the first to say he works better when he's not doing, 100 issues. But yeah, we will see what he has in store for Wonder Woman. He's written a Supergirl comic that is now a hot commodity, and I can't wait to see what he'll do with Wonder Woman. Probably something, because here's the thing, Tom King is like an emotional angler fish, in that he'll dangle all this happiness and joy in front of you, or like a fun story, and then the jaws of depression and sadness will ensnare you when you get too close. So that's how I look at it. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this these new Dawn of DC titles? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.